Anti-government demonstrators in Thailand are gaining in momentum. The protesters, which are mainly young Thais, are demanding the government dissolve parliament and reform the workings of the monarchy. In this video, we look into these protests and wonder if they will help Thailand and its people, and if they will benefit expats now and into the future. If this is your first time on the channel, or you have returned and like the content, then can I ask you to please like, share and subscribe. It really does help me and the channel. Oh yeah, and don't forget to press the bell icon so you never miss out on upcoming videos. In one of the recent protests at the Democracy Monument, a grey-haired foreigner in a blue t-shirt and shorts was seen protesting with students. He was asked why he was there because he looked like a tourist, but he said he was an expat observing the pro-democracy protests because he was a resident of Bangkok. These protests have become the largest anti-government rally since the military coup 6 years ago. While many people have rallied against the government, many expats are watching and wondering what will happen and if it will improve their lives in Thailand. Student-led protests have spread nationwide since the 18th of July 2020. On August the 16th, over 10,000 protests braved the searing heat to join the demonstrations who are demanding a dissolution of parliament, seeking changes to the military-backed constitution and an end to the government harassment of dissenters. They are also demanding reforms to the monarchy. The progressive movement says it does not want to abolish the monarchy, but are calling for reforms so people can criticise the institution, which is shielded by some of the world's harshest lèse majesté laws. They are also calling for the Prime Minister's resignation and a new constitution, which they claim is currently skewed to favour the pro-establishment ruling party. Protesters are flashing three-fingered salutes and are chanting in defiance of what they think is a dictatorship. They put up colourful umbrellas, a symbol of resistance in Hong Kong, and are waving banners drawing inspiration from pulp culture, including The Hunger Games and Parasite. As a foreigner, most will not understand the ins and outs of Thai society and the laws, as it's difficult for a foreigner to understand the idea that you can't discuss certain subjects. What do foreign expats think about the protests? Carsten, a German expat in his 30s who lives in the Chonburi area, said he joined the rally because although he is a foreigner, he has lived in Thailand for 12 years and feels like a Thai citizen. He feels compelled to stand up for what is right, and that is the main reason he protested. He said he was surprised to see so many people turn out, especially young students who are often expected to fall into line. It is good to see they care about authoritarianism, he added. When asked about his view of their demands, he said some are minefields, but he agreed with those who maintain that they want to protect the monarchy by making it more constitutional. But is it any of our business what happens in Thailand? There are thousands of expats living in Thailand, but is it appropriate for them to get involved in the politics of the kingdom? Is there a danger of being targeted and thrown out of the country? Most expats, certainly the vast majority, say they're uncomfortable discussing local politics with Thais, especially in regard to talking about the royal family. Most love to walk the beaches, explore or sit in the bar with a beer and ponder the world around them, but they shy away from domestic issues when talking with locals. They don't want to draw attention to themselves because of the ever-changing laws about visas. Most expats won't be seen anywhere near a political protest. But Human Rights Watch campaigner Phil Robertson challenges anyone to come up with a case of a foreigner being turned down for a new visa after appearing at the protest in Thailand. Phil challenges anyone spreading these rumours to point to a single cause of a foreigner being deported for going to a protest or posting something critical on Facebook or Twitter. The truth is, they won't find any. The common belief that foreigners would be targeted and thrown out of Thailand may be an expat urban myth that has little evidence to support it. Expats who live and work in Thailand or who have settled in the kingdom and have Thai spouses and families have the same rights to speak out on issues that affect their lives as anyone else. But foreigners engaged in lèse majesté, criticism of the Thai king, monarchy and royal family, violence or any other illegal action may face prosecution like their Thai counterparts. having a criminal record is what may affect applications for visa renewal. So, what may come out of these protests, and will it be a positive for expats living in Thailand? One of the criticisms of the current government with expats and future expats is the uncertainty in regard to the ever-changing laws for visas. It's a common belief that this military government is not keen on foreigners living in Thailand. They want Thailand for Thais. The current pandemic has put a stop to tourism in Thailand, but once nature takes its course and things get back to a semblance of normal, Thailand will need all their businesses to once again thrive. It's hoped that a new progressive government will come to power and a new democracy will ensure that is fairer for all citizens as well as expats in Thailand. Hopefully, the demonstrations will stay peaceful and people power will prevail and real change will come for the Thai people as well as the expats who call Thailand home. I pray for a peaceful resolution.